and welcome to my YouTube channel. In this lecture, I am going to discussing about Ramesh Singh economics book. Okay, already two lecture I had uploaded in my YouTube channel. Please go and watch this video. Today lecture I am going to discussing about lecture 3 of Ramesh Singh economic book. This is helpful for all your UPSC examination, BPSC examination and all the government examination. Now, this is the distributive system, distribution system. This ways have we handle getting stuff to the people. Imagine be like this is economic system. This economic system is divided into three parts. First one is capitalist economy, second one is socialist economy, third one is mixed economy. In lecture 2, I already detail discuss about all the three economic. Again we discuss that what is capitalist economy is there. Capitalist economy, goods and service distributed through the market based and market principle. People buy according to their needs. If people have needs only one pen, then people can buy only one pen. This will happen in capitalist economy. The state economy. Goods and services are distributed directly by the state to the people without payment. Like you can say like ration in the state economy by the government distributed directly to the people to the ration. Okay, this is happening in state economy. And mixed economy is there. This is the hybrid system. Both market models, people buy certain goods from the market while others supplied by the state for free subsidized price. India is a real-time example of the mixed economy. Now, Washington census. What is the importance of Washington census is it is determine policy toward economic development in Latin America and Southeast Asia and other countries. What was the aim of the Washington census is this is advocate free trade, floating exchange rate and free market microeconomic stability. This is aim of Washington census. This is broadly referred to the market economy ideas supported by IMF, World Bank and European Union and prominent economic and international organizations. This was advised by John Williamson and it is role of economy and pushed aggressive free market agenda for deregulation, privatization or liberalization. This is dominant in Western style capitalism. This is aggressively already discussed about IMF and World Bank. This Washington census give 10 principles of that. These 10 principles are that government should low government borrowing and redirection of public spending. Public spending should be the direction wise and from the subsidies toward broad-based provision of key pro growth. Tax reform, third agenda is there. Fourth agenda is positive interest rate. Fifth is competitive exchange rates. Sixth one is trade liberalization. Seventh is liberalization inward foreign direct investment. Seventh is privatization of state enterprises. Eighth is deregulation. And ninth is legal security and property rights. These all are 10 principles of Washington census. Now I am discussing about national income. National income, these are comes under GDP, NDP, GNP, NNP, GNP, and GNI. In this lecture, I am going to discussing about only GDP. In next lecture, I will be covered NDP, GNP, NNP, or GNI. Okay. This is total value of final goods and service produced by normal resident during the accounting year after adjusting the depreciation. What is depreciation? I will be covered in the next lecture. First, in what is GDP? GDP represent final goods and service produced within the country broader in a specific period, typically in 1 year. This is growth rate is crucial for indicator of economic development, performance, reflecting health growth and development. Okay, this is GDP. Okay, now what is types of GDP? Nominal GDP, one of that. This is nominal GDP. You can write that without adjusting the inflation that is called nominal GDP. This is useful for comparing the output within the same year but not cross year due to inflation effect. Since inflation generally have a positive term, this is usually higher than actual GDP. This is represented as current price of goods and service in their monetary value. Now second type of GDP is real GDP. This is adjusted of inflation using the GDP price deflector, reflecting the quantity of goods and service produced within the country. It enables the comparison across year by holding price constant, isolate real growth, and reduce the discrepancies caused by inflation or deflation in nominal GDP. How you calculate real GDP? Nominal GDP divided by price deflector. In your mind comes what is price deflector? Price deflector is GDP deflector, also known as implicit price deflator. It is a price index that measure inflation and real economic growth in the country. That is called price deflector. Now, what is the GDP per capita? Per capita GDP measure average economic output on income per person in the country. What is formula of that? Population divided by total GDP. Let's total population is 20 and total GDP is 20. Then per capita GDP income is 1. Okay, this is indicate that average living standard and productivity. It can be calculated on the purchasing power parity in real terms and nominal terms. Its high per capita GDP often reflect economic prosperity, but may also be result from factors such as a smaller population and abundant resource. Okay, what is GDP growth rate? GDP growth rate measure the pace of economic growth by comparing quarterly or annual change in GDP. This is expressed as a percentage term. Growth always represented as percentage term is there like second quarter. Let's consider second quarter GDP growth is 3%. Okay, and third quarter is 4%. Then this is always comparing with previous quarter, and it is closely linked with inflation and unemployed policy. This accelerated growth may be indicate that overheating, leading central bank increase the repo rate, yeah, interest rate. Negative growth signal, yeah, either recession coming in foreign country and our country. This is promoting central bank lower rates of introduced stimulus. This is all about GDP per capita and GDP growth. Now last is GDP purchasing power parity. Uh, Cross country comparison become possible by adjusting GDP to account for variation of local price and living expense. This adjustment help in evaluate real output of the income and living standard, and internationally by eliminating the impact of currency exchange rate fluctuation. This is purchasing power parity. In purchasing power parity, India is the third largest country in the world as a purchasing power parity. This is an important fact. In 2018, UPSC CSE was asked directly this statement. Then you have to focus on this type of statement. Now calculation of GDP. You can calculate GDP in the three way: production method, expenditure method, and income method. You can see here in expenditure method, you can include consumption plus investment plus government plus net export. In the income method, you can wage means salary, rental rate on the capital, and firm profit. Production method, final value of goods and service minus intermediary cost. These three way you can calculate the GDP: expenditure, income method, and production method. In income method, this is measure total income earned by the factor of production that as a labor, a capital within the country domestic boundary. GDP per capita method is GDP at factor cost plus tax and minus subsidies. You can calculate as a income method. Now expenditure method. Expenditure method calculate total amount of money spent on product and service within the nation boundaries in all entities. In India you can calculate expenditure method. C means consumption expenditure, I means investment expenditure, G means government spending, X minus means export minus import, that is net export. You can calculate this type of GDP. What is contribution of GDP in our country? This broadly categorized in three sectors: primary, secondary, and tertiary. Each sector play a distinct role in the shaping the economic growth and structure of the nation. This contribution of different sector to GDP and explaining below. This is the primary sector: agriculture and allied activity. It is dominant to underdeveloped economic, contributing the largest share of the national income. However, it faces constraint due to dependency on land, fixed factor on production, and nearly operation of diminishing returns. Sector include industrial, manufacturing, and construction. This gains the importance of economic development. It provides opportunities for technological advancement, capital investment, and historically outpaced of the primary sector during the earlier planning year. That's how tertiary sector contribute in GDP. Tertiary sector in our country is fastest growing sector, both developed and developing economy. India has become the leading contributor of economic growth, accounting two-thirds of the country incremental GDP growth. You can you can quote this thing in the mains examination, either PSC, yeah, either UPSC examination. Okay. Now, what is significance of GDP? This GDP vital indicator for economic growth in our country, insight how economy is going on, size, performance, long-term trends, and application, span business, investment, policymaker, making it crucial for informed decision making in our country. This is all about GDP and national income and Washington census. I hope you like this video. If you like this video, please share and subscribe my YouTube channel. Please guys, please subscribe my YouTube channel. For one clicking and one bell icon and one watch video, it motivates me to make a one more videos and many videos. Okay, this is humble request. Please subscribe my YouTube channel. Okay, thank you for watching this video, guys. I will come in next videos for another NNP and GNP lecture. Stay tuned with me. Again, thank you guys. Thank you for watching this video. Jai Hind, Jai Bharat, and have a good night. Have a good sleep. Bye bye. Take care.